Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about the DNA repair. The structure of the DNA can be damaged in number of ways through the exposure to chemical or radiation. Incorrect bases can also be incorporated during replication. So during replication, there should be always A should pair with T and G should pair with C. So multiple repair systems have been evolved, allowing the cells to maintain the sequence stability of their genome. If cells are allowed to replicate their DNA using damaged template, then there is high risk of introducing stable mutation into the new DNA. Thus, any defect in the DNA repair carriers as an increased risk of cancer. Most DNA repair occur in the G1 phase of the cycle. Most occurs in the G1 phase of the eukaryotic cell cycle, but the mismatch repair occur in the G2 phase. So let us discuss about the DNA repair. There are two types of DNA repair. One is single stranded DNA repair, another is double stranded DNA repair. In the single stranded DNA repair, there is nucleotide excision repair, base excision repair, and mismatch repair. Whereas in the double stranded repair, there is non-homologous joining and there is homologous recombination. Let us discuss each about the single stranded DNA repair and double stranded DNA repair. As I have said earlier, there are two types of DNA repair. One is single stranded repair and another is double stranded repair. So now let us talk about the single stranded repair. In the single stranded repair, there are three types of repair: nucleotide excision repair, base excision repair, and mismatch repair. In the nucleotide excision repair, what happens? The specific endonuclease release oligonucleotides containing damaged bases. That means, for example, let us see, there are thymidine dimers, pyrimidine dimer, or there could be the purine dimers or pyrimidine dimers. So the specific endonuclease remove the damaged segment. So this segment is removed by the endonuclease. Okay, then the DNA polymerase and the DNA ligase fills the gap and reseals it. So in the nucleotide excision, what happens? There could be formation of the purine or pyrimidine dimer. So here the pyrimidine dimer is cleared by the specific endonuclease that removes the DNA, that removes the damaged segment. That means it is the nucleotide as a whole is released. That means the base, the sugar, and the backbone, all three are released by the endonucleases. Then there is the formation of the gap, and that gap is fulfilled by the DNA polymerase and the DNA ligase, like this. So one important association you have to know about the single stranded nucleotide excision repair, that is in the Ganoderma pigmentosa. That is in the Ganoderma pigmentosa, the ability of nucleotide excision repair is impaired. So the findings would be dry skin, extreme light sensitivity, or skin cancer could be there in the prolonged exposure of the UV rays. So let us discuss about the base excision repair. As the name suggests, there is the excision of the base only. So the guanine is always paired with cytosine. But here, due to some reason, for example, let's say UV rays or any other chemicals, the cytosine is deaminated. So when the cytosine is deaminated, then there is the formation of the uracil. So this uracil site, this base is removed by the glycosidase. So when the uracil is removed by the glycosidase, there is formation of the AP site. AP site, here it is removed, uracil is removed, and it is formed AP site. AP site is apurinic or apyramidic site. Apurinic or apyramidic site. So there is formation of the AP site. So then after the formation of the AP site, there is removal of the AP base. that occurs by the help of the enzyme endonuclease and lyase. And after that there is the formation of the specific nucleotide cytosine with guanine by the help of DNA polymerase beta, and DNA ligase reseals the gap. So let us discuss about the mismatch repair. Here in the mismatch repair, mismatched nucleotide in the newly synthesized or unmethylated strand are removed. The adenine is paired with the guanine. Let's not confuse it with the base excision repair, because in the base excision repair the already formed cytosine is deaminated to be formed the uracil. But here during the DNA replication there is the wrong insertion of the nucleotide. So in place of the T, A always pair with T. So in place of the T, the guanine is placed. So in the meantime, at the same time DNA replication, the mismatch repair occurs. It occurs by the removal of that strand, removal of the guanine, and the gap is resealed again by the, sorry, it is the T, by the thymine. Okay. So the mismatch repair is defective in Lynch syndrome and hereditary non-polyposis colorectal cancer. So we have discussed about the nucleotide excision repair, base excision repair, and mismatch repair. So let us discuss about the double stranded DNA repair. In the double stranded DNA repair, there is non-homologous enjoining and there is homologous recombination. In the non-homologous enjoining, there is the bringing together of 2 ends of the DNA fragment. Bringing together 2 ends of the DNA fragment to repair the double stranded break. So 2 ends of the DNA fragments are being closed together to repair the double stranded breaks in the non-homologous enjoining. So the non-homologous enjoining is defecting in ataxia telangiectasia, and there is no requirement for homology. Some DNA may be lost in this process. So now let's discuss about the homologous recombination. In the homologous recombination, it requires 2 homologous DNA duplexes. Two homologous DNA duplexes are required. A strand from the damaged double-stranded DNA is repaired using complementary strand from the intact homologous DNA as the template. So it is intact. So it is used as the template in both the breakage, and the repair is done. Now it is defective in breast and ovarian cancer. Breast and ovarian cancer with BRCA1 mutation and in Fanconi anemia. It restores the duplex accurately without loss of the nucleotide. So thank you for today. This much for the DNA repair.